In this tutorial, we will guide you on how to write Excel macros using Visual Basic. First of all, we have to enable the Developers tab to access the tools required for writing the VBA code in Excel. For that, we will open up the Excel Options window, and over here, enable the Show Developer tab option. With that done, let's close the window, and in the menu on top, you can see that the Developer tab is now being displayed. Let's move to the tab, and you will see a number of options related to adding and editing macros. Over here, we will click on the Visual Basic button to open up the VBA editor. Over here, you have the Project Explorer on the upper left side of the screen, the Properties window, which will show the properties of the selected item, and the window where the code is displayed. Now let's double-click on this Workbook module from the Project Explorer menu on the left corner of the window. This is because over here, we want the code to be applied on the whole workbook instead of any particular sheet. Once opened, select the General option from the Object drop-down list, and then let's create an event handler by selecting the Sheet Change option. The Sheet Change event handler basically activates the code once any change is made on the sheet. Now let's get to writing the code. Over here, we will write a basic code that will fetch the data from a cell and use that as the name for the sheet that would be currently activated. For doing this, we will use a range for the target address. Over here, we have used the if condition and fetched the value entered at cell A1. After that, we will input the active sheet keyword, which will basically return an object that will represent the sheet which is currently active. Over here, the object that we will be using is the name of the sheet. To use the data in cell 1 as the sheet name, we will include the range here along with the value property. This particular property is used for the selected value within the control here. Now let's save this workbook using the Excel Macro Enabled option. With that done, let's test if the code works. We will enter a name in cell A1, and you will notice that it will automatically change the active sheet name here. That means the code works perfectly. And that's basically how you can get started with writing Excel macros using Visual Basic. There are many online repositories which can assist you in writing VBA code. One such example would be msdn.microsoft.com. Over here, you can move to the Library page, expand the Office and SharePoint Development section, choose which version of Office you're using, and go through the extensive documentation present here. Thanks for watching. This was a Howtech.tv tutorial.